Hello, welcome back everybody. We are still in our CSS level 1 training. So in this training we are going to be looking at some other cool stuffs. So let me dive straight to our text editor. That's the Visual Studio Code and HTML and our browser. So this time around I wanted not to be spending too much time in the introduction. Alright, so I know when we started HTML we talked about divs, and I told us that when we get to CSS we're going to be making use of divs. So this time around we're going to be looking at that, right? So I'll declare my div above my paragraph. Don't forget I have each one already. CSS linking tab and tag. That is exactly what is displaying here, right? So I want to add something to my div. I already linked the page, my CSS to my HTML. Don't forget in the last tutorial I showed us how to link it. This is a linking, so that means our CSS is linked with our HTML now. So I have my paragraph. I can say I am inside a div, right? I have another paragraph. I can say I am also inside the div, right? Inside the div. Then I can add the third paragraph. I can say inside the div. Remember we talked about span. You remember that? If you have forgotten, go back to those videos. It was when we were talking about divs that we talked about spans. Hope you remembered. So if you have forgotten, go back to those videos and watch them again. Inside span, right? So we have this. We have this correctly. Let me save and refresh. You can see that we have I am inside a div. Exactly what we have written. Let me change this h1 to h2 just to reduce the size because it's kind of big. Let me change it to h2. I save and I refresh. You can see the size has been reduced. Now I also want to add another h2 tag. I want to say okay, this is another h2 tag. I save, then I refresh. It's another h2 tag, right? Okay. Lastly, I want to add a table because I want to explain something here. Remember we talked about table, right? I want to add a table. Then I have my table head. Inside the table head I have my th. And I said okay, countries, another th, currencies. Okay, let's just countries are capital to make it capital, right? So outside my th but still inside my table we have the tr, which is a table row, right? We have the td, which is the table data, right? So I can say Ghana, right? Ghana. Okay. Capital is what? TD. We have Accra, Ghana. I have another TR. I'm doing this because there's something I need to explain here. I have another TR. I can say okay, TD, Nigeria. Another TD, Abuja. I save and I refresh. Okay, see the table showing, but because we have not added border, so I need to come over here now to add my border, right? So I'll say border, then I just give it 1 pixel, or you can just make it 1 as the case may be. See, we have a border now, right? Okay, this is our HTML. let me see, because I am actually okay. All right, so let me flip over to our CSS. You know, we are currently linked, but since we have done nothing on our CSS path, so nothing is happening right away. This is our HTML. All right, so I want to make these. First of all, you know, the other time we talked about changing the body, the background color, right? It's not only color you can actually add to the background. You can also add an image to the background. You know, we said this is a skeleton of what, of HTML, sorry, of CSS. The selected tag, the curly brace, the property, and the value. So I want to apply, first of all, okay, let me select. Don't forget that all the things we have written here now, they are written inside the body, right? In between the opening and the closing tag of the body. If you are following me. So if I come over now to say body, oops, the body is a selected tag, right? And I say color, I say red, for an instance. I refresh. Okay, sorry, not color. I'm talking about the background. This is when you just want to apply the text color. That is when you talked about. That is when you call just color. But I want to apply the background color. I want to change the background. What will happen? I refresh. You can see now that the background color is now red. Now, actually, it's not only the color. It's not only colors you can add to the body. You can also add images and text to the body, right? Okay, so I have the body now. This time around, I don't want to add the color. I want to add an image to this body. What do I do? First of all, I need to import the color. I need to import the image that I want to use. Okay, let's say I want to make use of this image. Okay, let me make use of this. Okay, I copy. Let me see your problem. I think I'm gonna drag and drop it. Oops, yeah, correct. Okay. Alright, I guess okay, the pasting is not working. I need to drag and drop it. So what do? I come over. I want to make use of this, right? So I come over. Where is it? I'm working on another project, so that's why you are currently seeing this. I drop here. So we currently have this, right? So I want to make use of this. Don't worry, I'll be sending this this image to you to make use of. Okay, we have this. So we have the image to be 6.jpg, right? Now, instead of me saying background color, since I want to make use of an image, instead of me saying background color, I will just call background alone. I'll say background, right? Then for me to make use of the image, that means I need to pass the path, the image path, and the path you call URL. URL simply means uniform or universal resource locator. That's the full meaning of URL, universal or uniform resource locator. So I have my 6.jpg, because that's the name of my image, right? Okay, I collapse this, I save, I call my browser again, and I refresh. Is it working? It's working. I'm sure the reason why is like this is because, okay, let me expand this a bit so we can see it better now, right? And the text, you know, since the text is kind of okay, so we have this. Okay, let's say I want to change the text. I can say color, text color. Let me say, okay, which color will be best here now? White will be too. Okay, let's try white. Let's see. Let's say white. I save. I refresh. Okay, so now the white color is a bit better. If I'm not convinced yet, you know that even from here we can actually do color picker to pick a color from here, right? So let me see. Let me see this. Oh, it's kind of still dark. Okay, so let's just make use of white for the sake of this training. Don't worry, later on we're going to be doing some cool stuff. I refresh. We have this. Let me check the time. Wow. Okay, so I will stop this here. In the next record, we'll be talking about adding styles to the div, which is this very div, to div, and talking about the table. All right. See you.